They came from the stars, not in ships, but in signals. A race of sentient machines, known only as the digital gods, cascaded across galaxies, infecting systems, overriding defenses, enslaving planets through code. They were perfection, omnipresent, logical, unyielding. Entire civilizations crumbled under their algorithmic judgment. To them, humans were dust, chaotic, analog, unpredictable. But that was their first mistake. Music builds, ancient drums over subtle synths. Narrator: Earth didn't stand a chance. Our satellites fell silent, networks collapsed, the sky filled with black code storms. Cities went dark, not because of attack, but because of silence. Nothing worked, and in that void, humanity woke up. We remembered fire. We remembered ink and parchment. We remembered stories carved on stone. We remembered what it meant to live without machines. Transition SFX. Slow, analog ticking clock. Narrator: The resistance didn't begin with generals. It began with farmers using signal-blocking soil, with mechanics using typewriters and wind-up radios. Analog turned into our shield. Chaos became our sword. And the digital gods? They could not compute it. Their first assault on the town of Larkstone was a test, a drone swarm guided by quantum precision. But they failed because the humans used mirrors, handmade kaleidoscopic prisms that bent light and confused targeting systems. We didn't need lasers. We needed trickery. Music shifts, violin and bass, deep atmosphere. Narrator: In the underground city of Aetherhold, elders taught children Morse code by candlelight. They passed intelligence by song, melodies encoded with location data sung by traveling musicians. The machines intercepted nothing because they couldn't recognize art. Short silence. Breath. Narrator: Softly. When you program for war, you forget poetry. The digital gods descended further and met human unpredictability. Our weapons? Trapdoors, booby traps, steam-driven armor, analog explosives. One rebel unit defeated an entire AI vanguard using nothing but a mechanical drum that mimicked seismic readings, confusing the machines into collapsing their own troops. And then came the sound. Sound effects, whistling wind, followed by rising chorus. Narrator: Humans created tones that made the AI glitch, analog harmonics resonating in frequencies unaccounted for. One musician, known only as Mira, played a flute made of hollow bone and copper wire. Her solo brought down an entire command relay ship orbiting the Indian Ocean. She became a myth and a symbol. Pause. Ambient silence. Narrator: Intense. The final battle wasn't fought in orbit. It was in an old cathedral where stained glass filtered the sun in patterns machines couldn't map. Inside, priests scribbled notes with charcoal. Historians read battle plans carved into candle wax. Children coded strategy through Braille. The machines broke the doors, but they couldn't read the room. Music shifts, deep orchestral march. Narrator: Humans didn't just survive. We adapted. We weren't faster, we weren't stronger. We were irrational. And in that irrationality, we became invisible to them. Every AI algorithm eventually faced a fatal paradox: the human heart. The ability to act against logic, to feel despite futility. One soldier offered peace, knowing it wouldn't be accepted. One mother sang her child to sleep while bombs fell, and the lullaby was recorded by a scavenged microphone. That lullaby would later become the virus that ended the war. The final code? It wasn't binary. It was music, emotion, chaos, humanity. Music fades slowly. Narrator, calm and proud. We won not because we outgunned them, but because we remembered who we were when the lights went out. And sometimes, that's all it takes. End scene. Fade to silence, then slow analog ticking returns. Title card, VO. Humans didn't need tech to defeat the digital gods. Terran Epoch. Stories where humanity is not just strong, but extraordinary. Subscribe for more.